time this afternoon, we did not have, or this morning, we did not have any public comment. That being the case, we will recess until 6. Do I hear a motion? We recess till our normal meeting time of 6.
I make that motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes, so we are recessed for about 15 minutes, and we'll be back ready to go at 6.
Are we going to use the other link for the closed session meeting then?
What's that now?
Are we going to use?
Good evening. This April 6th meeting, 2023 of the Caldwell County Board of Education is called to order. We are thankful for those who were able to make it this evening. We have 3 of our board members that are on remote. This is Ann Edwards, Mr. Chris Becker, and Mr. Mark Gerson. There was a issue here at the Ed Center earlier, and we thought we were going to have to do the entire meeting by Zoom. The power was off for a period of time, but that has been restored at this point. But we're going to move forward with what we have at this time. The members that are here and 3 that are joining us by Zoom. You know, this time of the year, weather is an issue, and certainly can be as we move forward. We just need to be cautious on those times where there's thunderstorms and a lot of lightning and so forth. So good to have you here. I want to recognize Mrs. Teresa Branch. She's going to do invocation for the board.
Thank you. April is Child Abuse Prevention Month. No one wants to think about it, but child abuse is real. It's real in the United States. It's real in North Carolina. It's real in Caldwell County. And it's real for some children who attend our schools. We can all do our part by recognizing the importance of caring connections, supportive environments, and positive experiences. Let's take a moment as we reflect on our children and their safety. Please pause for a moment of silence. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Branch. We had a group of students that was going to be here for the Pledge of Allegiance, but because of the weather situation, Dr. Phipps is going to lead us in our Pledge of Allegiance. So if you can stand, please.
Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Dr. Phipps. Next on our agenda is approval of the agenda, which the board's had an opportunity to take a look at. Do I hear a motion we approve the agenda as presented?
I move we approve the agenda as presented.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? And motion passes. Next, we have approval of the minutes from our 2 meetings in March. The first one was our work session meeting, and that was on March 7th. We also had a regular board meeting on March 13th. Collectively, those are items 5B and 5C. Do I hear a motion that we approve the minutes from March, items 5B and 5C?
Mr. Chairman, I move we approve the minutes from March, items 5B and C on our agenda.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And motion passes. Next item on the agenda is Mr. B.J. Ford. He's going to give us some announcements.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I welcome everybody that's watching us and the few that are here. And I have good announcements. Tomorrow, we're out of school for Good Friday, and then next week is spring break. So I know people are joyously celebrating everywhere for that. Hope everybody has a wonderful holiday season. The board will doing the upcoming school visits. April 20th will be at Hudson Elementary, Hudson Middle, and Granite Falls Middle. And then April 27th, I think we're making up for March, will be at Happy Valley, Granite Falls Elementary, and Sawmills in South. So we've got some visits coming up, which is, to me, the best part of this job. And then we'll have a board work session May the 3rd, and our next board meeting will be May the 8th.
Thank you, Mr. Ford. Dr. Phipps, you have some additional announcements?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I have a couple of events I wanted to highlight just for the public to be aware of. Last night, across the street over at the Civic Center, we had an event called Co-Designing Profession-Based Learning. Dr. Kim Case is here in the audience and was driving force to get that put together. It was an amazing opportunity to see our students from a variety of schools working with businesses and folks in our community to do this profession-based learning. And I hope that it becomes something that we do as a standard across the board for all of our students in all of our schools. And I hope that it becomes an outreach of what we do for apprenticeships and internships. But I want to say thank you to all of the businesses that played a part, Dr. Case, for your work and leadership on that, to be able to make that opportunity available to our students. And then going back almost a week, I guess a little bit more, we had Kaleidoscope 2023. This is an annual showcase of talent that we have with arts-related talent in our school system, funded by the Ed Foundation of Caldwell County. It's an event that they put on every year, and it was remarkable. We knew it would be great going in, but it was extraordinarily great. And the talent is just so rich and deep in Caldwell County that it's an amazing time. And if you weren't able to go this year, we hope that you'll do it next year and support our students. And finally, I wanted to announce that this is National Assistant Principal Appreciation Week, and we want to extend a heartfelt thank you and appreciation for all of our assistant principals for the things that they do. So if you have an opportunity to see an assistant principal, whether they're from Caldwell County or not, we just ask that you say thank you for the work that they do. Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Dr. Phipps. Next on the agenda is our Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Bill Griffin.
Hey guys, good evening. Hope everyone can hear me okay. First, I'd like to say that we were to recognize our student teachers this evening, and I certainly apologize to them that the power issues that we had. But we do want to say thank you for a job well done, and we look forward to hopefully many of you working in our buildings in the upcoming years. And we're grateful for the service that you provided us for the time that you've been in Caldwell County Schools. So thank you to all student teachers out there. And again, we certainly apologize we weren't able to recognize you this evening in person. The business items that I have for us are item A, human resources, usual and customary informational items. We do not need any action on those at this time. The second item B, human resources, usual and customary action items into our contract. I respectfully request permission to make a motion to recognize those as they're presented this evening.
Okay, do I hear a motion that we approve the human resources services usual and customary action items as it relates to contracts?
I move that we approve the contracts as presented.
Is there a second?
Second.
I second the motion.
Thank you. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes.
Great, thank you very much. The next agenda item is C, human resources, usual and customary personnel action items. This is our substitute list. So at this time, I respectfully request a motion to approve those substitutes as presented this evening.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve the human resource services usual customary personnel action as it relates to the substitute list?
I move that we approve the 8 new substitutes as presented.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next.
Okay, thank you. And finally, item D, these are our April board transfers for the school year 2023-2024. I respectfully request permission to make a motion for our board transfers for the upcoming school year as presented this evening.
Okay, do I hear a motion that we approve the human resources transfer list for 2023-2024 as presented by Dr. Griffin?
Chairman, can I make that motion?
Thank you. Is there a second?
I second the motion.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Thank you, Dr. Rippon. Anything else?
That's it this time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is Dr. Katrina McKellen, Assistant Superintendent for Educational Programs.
Good evening, Chairman Pennell, Vice Chairman Becker, members of the Board of Education, Dr. Phipps. This evening I bring before you 4 board policies and 3 regulations/forms related to online instruction and policies that need to be updated based on session law from 2022, Senate Bill 671, dealing with remote academies. So, as you know, we applied for and were approved to open Caldwell Online Academy for next year, and so therefore we had to update some of our policies. So 3101, dual enrollment in college courses, and then the related regulation that goes with that, along with 3102, online instruction and that regulation, and then 3103, dual enrollment of private and homeschool students, and the form that is associated with that, and then policy 3621, student athletic eligibility. So I just respectfully request that these policies are put on a public comment period to be approved at a future meeting.
Okay, do I hear a motion that we place the recommended policies for public comment?
I make that motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Thank you, Dr. McKellen. Next, Assistant Superintendent Andy Poole.
Chairman Pennell, Vice Chair Becker, members of the board, and Dr. Phipps. I have 2 items tonight. The first item I have is approval of a resolution concerning the sale of school board property, specifically Westmore Elementary School. As directed by the board from our work session in March, I worked with our board attorney. We have a resolution ready to present to the Caldwell County Board of Commissioners as per General Statute 115C, Section 518. Once approved, this will be presented to the Board of Commissioners for action at their earliest convenience. I respectfully approve resolution at this time.
Okay, do I hear a motion that we approve the West Lenore sale resolution as presented by Mr. Poole?
I will make the motion that we approve the resolution to be presented to the county commissioners for the sale of the property.
Any questions? Well, we need a second. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, any questions? I think this is something we've dealt with in our work sessions. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And the motion passes.
Okay, and the second item I have in front of you is approval of an engineering design and certain construction services for McGill and Associates. Contract will help us with installation of new wastewater treatment facility at Caldwell Elementary School. The work should occur in the summer of 2024. So this is the planning stage at this point as we're kind of going forward. And at this time, I request your approval of the contract.
Okay, do I hear a motion that we approve the Collinsville replacement project contract as presented by Mr. Poole, that being with McGill Associates?
Wait, this is just the money for the engineering aspect of the system, is that correct?
Design, yes, and I'll get it out.
All the engineering through construction.
Is there a motion?
I move that
If we approve the Collinsville replacement project.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Any other questions, comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
That's all I have, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Poole. Next, our superintendent, Dr. Phipps.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have 2 items, 10A and D. Both of these are resolutions I'd like to request approval on. The first is a resolution to support the My Future NC attainment goal, and I've referenced Dr. Kay. She's here as well and is now working with the My Future NC group. You all have seen that, and really this is about workforce development. We've done quite a bit of work between our school system the community college, as well as business leaders and folks within our community. And the idea is to try to make sure that we've got a workforce that's ready and can meet the needs of the vacancies and the opportunities that exist within our communities. And this would involve us going out to reach many of the folks that graduate from our high schools that don't complete their degrees or don't get some type of a credential. So the work that would happen as a result of this resolution would be a project and a report that would be required for us to work on and then give feedback back to the state. But a lot of work needs to be done. We feel like we're up to the task, and we'd just like to have a resolution from our board supporting this effort.
Okay, do I hear a motion that we approve the resolution that supports the My Future NC attainment goal?
Chairman Penn, I'll make a motion to approve the resolution to support the My Future NC attainment goal.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. Any questions? Anyone have any questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And motion passes.
Thank you. My second item is 10B. It's a resolution by the Caldwell County Board of Education opposing House Bill 219. And this bill is also known as the Charter School Omnibus Bill. And the concern that we have here is the funding and what we have in what we currently call Fund 8. And these are a variety of funding sources that we currently do not share with charter schools and don't feel like we should have to. We would like to oppose the bill that's currently being discussed. And this would be an opportunity for us to show how we feel in terms of our opposition to the members of the General Assembly as they go through the process.
Okay, do I hear a motion that we approve the Caldwell County Board of Education to oppose House Bill 219, which is Charter School Omnibus Bill. Is there a motion to approve that resolution?
I move that we approve the resolution opposing House Bill 219.
Is there a second?
Second.
I second the motion.
Okay. Any comments or questions? I think we're all familiar with this. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And motion passes. Thank you. Next on our agenda is the board needs to go into closed session. Do I hear a motion that the board go into closed session?
Make a motion to go into closed session.
Okay, we have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second.
We have a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. So the board will be going into closed session. We do not expect any action once we come back from closed session. So, Easter and a great vacation.